So, connecting mathematics to daily lives. In this lesson, I'll be talking about division of fractions. So let's say you have 3 divided by 1/4. What it means is that you have 3 oranges and you divide each of the orange by 1/4. So let's divide the orange by 4. So what it means is that how many 1/4 do you have in 3 oranges? How many 1/4 do you have in 3 oranges? So that is 1, 1/4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the answer is 12. Let's consider this. You have 1/3 divided by 2. 1/3 divided by 2. And 1/3 is a proper fraction. So we can represent it by a bar of soap. For those who don't understand the proper fraction, you can refer to my video on proper fractions, as well as even improper fraction, to really understand these representations. But the bare view of it. So we have 1/3. It means that we can have a bar of soap that is divided into 3 equal parts. Then this 1/3, I divide it into 2 again. This is already 1/3. This is 1/3. So 1/3, I divide it into 2. Remember that the division should be the same. Is not almost the same. So approximately we are supposed to have something representative. So let me try and get the exact middle. Okay, this is a rough board, so you can understand. So we divide this into, so we want to find the representation of this portion. I realize that when you just divide the first one and you just leave it, you are not really going to see the proper representation. So whatever you do to this, you do it to the other side so that you can really view it. So we divide this and we also divide this. So when we divide them into 2 equal parts, you realize you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so you take the 1 out of, because 1/3. So this is the 1/3, and you divided it into 2 equal parts, and you're taking this portion, but you want to find its representation. So it's a full thing that has been divided into portions. So whatever divisions you did for the first part, you have to do it for the other part so that you will really see your portion. All right, so let's consider this one too. This one is 3 out of 2, 3 out of 2. So it means that this is an improper fraction. And what it means is that we have one whole number 1/2, one whole number 1/2. Because you have people going to share 3 oranges and each one had 1 remainder 1 and it was shared among the 2. So you have and half. So let's try and get a half over here. This line come properly, good. So when you have this, it is 1/2, and you have 1/2 divided by 3. So let's look at it. This is the 1/2. We are dividing it by 3. This is one of the division. So we will divide this one again so that it will give us 1/3. So that is one whole number 1/3, which is the 3/2 divided by 3. In fact, it is 1/2. So, okay, 1/2, so we can have 1/2 and half. Have you seen it? So that is a representation. So half, half, and half. So 1/2 divided by 3. And so the answer is half. Now let's look at this. We have half 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2 divided by 5. 1 out of 2 divided by 5. So this is a proper fraction. So it is a full orange that has been divided into 2 whole parts. And so this is the half. This is half. Okay. half, we are dividing it by 5. So we are dividing it into 5 equal parts. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. That this is not drawn up to scale, but it has to get a proximity. So let me clean and we'll try to draw it again. So this is half. We are dividing it into 5 equal parts. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. That the 4 is too big. Okay, so this is 4 and this is 5. So we have divided the half into 5 equal parts. But see, when you do it this way, sometimes you're not able to see the correct portion. So we're looking at this. What will be your description of this? So whatever you did to this side, you have to do it abstractly to the other side so that you can see the division. So you can use a broken line and try to. So it means that we have 10 divisions so that it will look, because this side is the same as that side. So it will give us 1 out of 10. So which is 1/10. So let's look at this one too. So let's say we have 3 out of 2, and 3 out of 2 is 1.5. 1.5. So let's look for 1.5. Sorry, this is messy. So this tells us that how many halves do you have in 1.5? There are 3. So that will be equivalent to 3. So you realize that there is a general rule that says anytime that you have A over B divided by C over D, you can maintain your A over D, but change the sign, which is the division sign, to multiplication, and you find a vice versa. So that is D over C. So let's try with this. So we have 3 over 2 divided by 1 over 2. So that will give us 3 over 2 multiplied by 2 over 1. And the answer is 3. Let's get back to the initial fractions that we looked at and try to apply the general rule and see how it works. So let's come here. Here we have 3. And so to have it representative, we can make it 3 over 1. This is divided by, so we'll change it to multiplication, and we take the vice versa of that, 4 over 1, and it is going to give us 12. Let's consider this. So with this, we have 1 out of 3, which is 1/3, divided by 2. So for it to conform to fractions, we can just try and divide it by 1 so that it will be the same too, but then it will be in its fraction form. So we will have 1 out of, so we have 1 out of 3. Now this is divided by, so we are changing it to multiplication. So times, then we take the vice versa, so it will give us 1 out of 2. And realize that we will get 1 out of 6. And that is how the general rule was developed. So you can actually think about a fraction that you can do the divisions on and try to refresh your mind on how the formula came about. And the formula is anytime you have A over B divided by C over D, then you have over B multiplied by A over C.